How's it going, everyone? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? And if you just got an iPhone 4 or you got an iPhone 4S, you really love the design of it, as you guys can tell from what I've said in my last video of the iPhone 4 in my ancient review of it. I really do love the design, but the problem is that you want to protect it so that way you don't crack your iPhone. And it's worse when you crack a glass piece, because if you crack a glass piece and sometimes you put your finger on it, it's gonna hurt and it might slice your finger, and then it'll start. Yeah, I don't want to go that far. And then you have to get it replaced by Apple or have them fix it, repair it. I don't know, but some of my videos you might have seen a case on it, and the case that I want to review for you guys is actually made by Otterbox. But before you say anything, you might be thinking, oh, Otterbox, yeah, it's the Defender, right? No, this is actually the Commuter series. This isn't all that much hype like the Otterbox Defender series is. But let's take a look at the case itself. So we'll put the iPhone off to the side for just a minute, and then of course you got the case itself right here, and you do get a screen shield with this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got a screen shield on there. Actually, the previous owner of this phone, I actually installed the screen shield for them, and I actually applied this case on for them as well. And then, of course, you got all other stuff. You got your cleaning cloth and a squeegee, so that way you can ease out all those air bubbles that you'll have when you try to put the screen shield on. So, just by looking at the case itself, there's a cutout for the camera, your Apple logo, and then of course the dock connector is actually covered, but you can actually take this thing out if you wanted to. There's a cutout for your microphone, speaker, and your volume buttons are actually covered, but they provide great feedback, as well as the cutout for the vibrate switch, and even a cover for the headphone jack, but a cutout like a cover for the headphone jack, excuse me, and you have a cutout for the noise cancelling microphone, as well as a cover for the sleep wake button. So this is available in black, and I believe in white. I'm not sure, but what I do know is that it's also available in blue and white. And actually, my brother uses the blue and white for his white iPhone 4, and this is what the blue and white looks next to the black. So we'll put this off to the side because I do want to demonstrate this. Now, this case does comes in two different pieces. It comes in this black plastic matte finish piece, as well as a silicone piece. Now, the reason why it's like this is because this is supposed to have shock absorption, so it's supposed to be like shock protection when you drop it head on. And as you can see, the silicone, it's very flimsy. It stretches out. And why do I say it's flimsy? Because I feel like with the black silicone, it's actually a little bit flimsier than compared to the white one. Because with the white one, is actually, I feel like it's a little bit stronger than the black one. As you can see, I'm trying to tug in it, and I can't even pull it, and I'm stretching it very hard. But with the white one, I do notice that you do get some flash over here. You might not be able to see it on camera. Well, you can see a little bit, but you got some flash over here. For me, I don't know if that's going to bother me a lot, but if those do land on my phone, then I wouldn't be too concerned about it, because this thing is already scratched up a little bit. Got one little scratch right there, but I'm not too concerned about that at all. But for those of you that are really picky and concerned about it, maybe you might want to check on that. Now, because that this black silicone piece is actually flimsy, I feel like this is a little bit harder to get on to the iPhone itself. So let me just show you guys how I put it in here. So I'm just going to put the silicone in, and I'm just going to massage it into place, make sure it's in place. As you can see, you do have the cover right here, and then of course, now I believe it's just the silicone itself. It's not the black piece or my phone or anything. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment and just trying to put this on. And of course, this piece does line up with this side here, as you can see. And I'm just going to lift it up, and try to hold this silicone up if I can. See, this is the reason why it's a little bit harder for the black silicone to be put on. So I got one side in, but can I get the other side in? No, as you can see. See, this is the problem that I had in the first time I tried to put this on for the previous owner of this phone. I've actually had the difficulty trying to put this on as well. So, no, I know you guys are probably laughing at me right now. So I got one side in sort of, but then the other side is just not getting in there. Sort of, no. Huh. So how you guys been? Okay, there we go. Now I got it all lined up there. So as you can see, it is sort of lined up. Oh no, it's not lined up. Please note this phone did hit the ground once while it was in this case. So that's also part of the reason why it's not lining up, because as you can see, the previous owner did drop this, and I actually did see it, and it got a little dent on this plastic piece right here. So I'm guessing that's part of the reason why, because that might have bent up this piece a little bit. But as you can see, you got a lay on the table design, so that way you can put your screen face down so nobody can see your notifications, as well as a cutout for the Apple logo and your camera right here. Okay, and of course you got a cover for your 30-pin dock connector port, and of course the microphone and the speaker, and of course the left side your volume buttons are open, and the vibrate switch you can get there fairly easy, very easy to get in there. And of course you got the headphone jack covered up, and you got the sleep wake button covered up, and as far as the buttons is concerned, it provides great feedback. I can definitely push on it as well. Now, I want to compare that process of me applying this case with my brother's white iPhone, because he uses the white iPhone, with this white silicone. So, I'm going to put the white silicone on. And don't forget now, I feel like the white silicone piece is actually a little bit stronger than the black one, because it's actually harder for me to get on. As you can see, I literally have to put the silicone piece on there. And what I also notice is that the phone doesn't slide around as much inside the silicone piece, even without this matte piece on. Whereas compared to the black one, the phone was actually sliding a little bit in there. And then of course, what I usually like to do is put the top side in first. And with the black one, I had to really massage it into place and just try to get it lined up. But this one, all I have to do is just lift it up, put it in, connect the sides, like so, and just adjust that a little bit. And there you go. As you can see, the white one went on a lot easier than the black one did, because this silicone is actually stronger. And of course, this is what they both look like on the back. Yeah, you can see black on black, white on blue, and white. And of course, you've got all your ports covered up and everything, and all your buttons and stuff like that. And of course, you got the port cover right here. And I actually, even the port cover for the white one is actually a little bit more stiffer than the black one. As you can see, it's a little bit harder to bend it all the way here, whereas compared to the black one, see, it's even harder to plug it back in. Compared to the black one, I can pull it out that far fairly easily. And as far as docking this thing, I can dock it in there as well. But in terms of a universal dock, no, you won't be able to dock this in a universal dock because of the cover of the bottom part right here. And of course, the right side is covered up. Your SIM card slot is covered up and everything. And of course, you got the cutout for your camera as well, in the Apple logo. And the blue one, you notice a black ring right here. That's to prevent any glare when you're taking pictures using the LED flash. But overall, what do I think about this case? I think that this case is a really great case, and if you guys really want to protect your iPhone 4 or 4S, this is definitely one of the solutions you can do. Although I do suggest that you try to go with a colored one if you can versus the black one, because if you get it black on black, then you're going to get that black silicone, and I feel like that's a little bit flimsy, more flimsier than the white one. This kind of reminds me of the Switch Easy Capsule Rebel for the iPhone 3G and 3GS, because the way Switch Easy made that case is that you got the black silicone piece, and then you got a plastic piece to put on top of it. It's kind of like a skeleton design. And the black one, some people were reporting that you got saggy bottoms and all that compared to the colored ones, and it's not ruined compared to the colored ones. So I feel like that's the same case with Otterbox and their Commuter series. But overall, I think this is a really great case, and I definitely recommend this to Otterbox. But again, I just wish that they would, fix that black silicone a little bit. See, even with the white one, I tried doing this. It's a little bit harder, whereas this one, it's a little bit more easier to flick it. So thank you so much for watching. You guys can pick this up at Amazon if you want, or Otterbox.com. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day now and take care.